or magazines? Have your hands been pulling the arm of a slot machine? Have your hands been caressing someone else's wife? Have your hands been committing robbery? Have your hands been holding a pen and writing bad checks? I'm asking you tonight, where have your hands been? When I tell you, friends, this is what I see in Christendom. I see people worshiping God. They'll stand at the Brownsville Revival and they'll say, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. Worthy is the Lamb of God. Holy is the Lord. I worship you. I worship you. He's got fire in his eyes and a sword in his hand. Yes, Lord, I'll ride with you. I will ride." Look at this, friend. It stinks. Where have your hands been? What have they been touching? What kind of evil have you been involved in? Listen up at home. Maybe no one else knows, but God knows where every finger and every hand has been. God knows what you've been doing, son. God saw you caressing that girl in the back seat of the car. He knows where your hands have been. And I want to tell you, it's the epitome of hypocrisy to have your hands one day reading the Bible and the next day fondling some girl in a car. Or imagine your hands are worshiping God one day. You get home from the revival. You go back to your home. You open up the refrigerator. You grab a bottle of wine. You chug it down. Friend, think about that. 1 minute, you're worshiping God. The next minute, your hands are filthy. It doesn't work like this, friend. I want you to hear me. It doesn't work like this. If you want to make it to heaven, you're going to have clean hands. I'm reminded tonight, and I know I'm not going to get through all my notes. I can feel this already. I'm reminded tonight of a rally we did. Many of you were there. Janet, you were at that rally up in Montgomery, I believe. Charity, you were at that rally up in Montgomery. Mike was at the rally in Montgomery. We held a rally in Montgomery for the governor of Alabama. It's about the 10 Commandments. They wanted to take them down from the courthouse wall, and we went up there. We were asked to come up and participate in the meeting. We came up. There's about 25,000 people there. There was helicopters and all kinds of news media. All the major media was there. It was a pretty big thing. It was at the Capitol. I remember when I walked up there and we just sat on the platform. The governor was right down the road from us and all these dignitaries. I thought, I feel so out of place here because this really seems like a political meeting. And then I turned to the man who was responsible for the whole thing. I said, "What do you want me to do here?" He said, when we conclude this thing, I want you to give an altar call. And he said, "I just want you to know this is being carried on 400 radio stations live." He said, "That's CNN, that's C-SPAN, that's ABC, NBC, CBS. They're all here." He said, this is major, Steve. "And we want you to give an altar call." And I said, "What kind of altar call?" He said, "Well, we've talked to the governor. The governor wants you to give a Brownsville altar call." And I went, okay. And everybody had a allotted time. Everybody had a few minutes that they could speak. The governor and all these other folks, congressmen, dignitaries. And it was huge. It was a big event, friend. A big event. Mike got up and just spoke in his nice, gentle tone like he always does. And when Mike finished, they turned it over to me. And I remember making the statement, many of you want to make sure that the 10 Commandments stay on the walls of the courthouse, but you've already taken them down from the walls of your heart. And you could hear a rumbling through the crowd. People were getting mad. People were falling under so serious conviction. Said, some of you are going to leave out of this rally. You're going to go home, grab a 6-pack of beer, chug it down, slap your wife, Friend, is anybody getting the picture? It stinks. You want to make it to heaven, friend? You better wash your hands before dinner. You better get them in the